I don't know how to start off with this. So I was kind of like apprehensive about, I'm using big words, like I would never use that in my day-to-day vocab. I didn't know if I wanted to start a YouTube channel like right now in my life. I just feel like my life is not really where it needs to be. Well, I wouldn't say where it needs to be. I just feel like there's not really much going on in my life right now, you know? But at the same time, I still feel it is pretty like relatable in a way. So right now I'm at the gym for the second day in a row. And I'm kind of proud of myself because this is the most I've ever been to the gym on a consistent basis in like my whole entire life. I'm gonna get ready, stop stalling. And yeah, look at my little school hat. Purple. It's giving, yeah, it's giving black and educated. It's giving black excellence. Stop playing with me. Anyways, maybe like this. I'm not gonna do that. But okay, bye. I've just been doing this because, you know, I recently just quit my job. Let me just throw that out there. I recently just quit my job out of nowhere. Well, I wouldn't really say it was out of nowhere. Like, I've had the intentions on doing so. Like, I wanted to quit. Like, it just happened out of nowhere. Like, I woke up and I was just like, there was just no way I was walking into the workplace. There was just no way. I'm still trying to figure out if it was meant for me to quit so I could like put more energy into doing stuff for me, like my own personal growth. I was working like a lot of hours, barely had even time to think and like process. If I did think or process, it would always be like negative thoughts because I just wasn't in a good place. Like, I didn't feel like happy. Check one, check two. Sorry if this is like angled like completely differently. Right now I'm in South Station on my way to New York for my digitals because I just got sent to Wilhelmina. This is literally my first time ever being at a station on time. Got here at 6:20 because I was not missing the bus. I'm gonna stop this now.
Down, just wrap that boy up like it's made the coast. Like on MI, just like we was the way y'all.
Just wish I could have someone to talk to, someone that understands me. But I guess I have God for that reason. I'm really supposed to be building a relationship with him. That real relationship, not some relationship where I want something or I'm in time of need. That's when I go to him. But it's just hard, like, especially during this time. I feel like everybody around me has something that they're pushing for. It's not only just about having something to push for, but like actively having that thing. Like, let's say if you're trying to graduate, you're actively doing something. I feel like everybody's actively doing something. I'm not saying I don't have a purpose. I know I have a purpose. I know God has a purpose for me. I don't feel like I'm actively doing it, but maybe I am. And I'm just not realizing it. This time where building my relationship with God is that activity. Maybe one day I'll look back on this and be like, it was all worth it. Praying for God's comfort, God's blanket, God's guidance, God's mercy, God's favor. Praying for all of it.
I have food to eat. They need food better. Could someone have brought him food? My food, Jesus said, is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work. What's going on here? Jesus was just talking to this lady known as the woman at the well.
You guys, I just finished this prayer and let me see this here. God's gonna do something in my life. And this right here is the moment I'm capturing. God going to do something in my life. I'm breaking every chain that's holding me back. I'm breaking it in the name of Jesus. It's going to be a testimony. The God I'm serving is real. Jesus, he's real. I just can't wait till everything's tied together to be able to tell this story. So much. You know, days might be hard, but he's gonna do something. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Hey y'all! You see, why am I taking this off? I just want to show some skin. I'm feeling good. I just came back from my first casting. Obviously, like, when this video is all said and done, we're gonna see like the result of the casting, but I feel like I did good. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like I did good. But honestly, I wanted to record me going in before, but my camera was acting up and I was just like, all right, like, I don't really know what's going on. And I'm like, all right, let me just like go in. Like, I guess this video is just to say, like, God is really good. God is really good. I still don't really know like how the format of my YouTube channel is gonna be. I'm just cutting and putting together different clips of my life and just compacting into one and seeing where we go from there. Like, I don't know which direction I want to take it. Like, is it like a teaching thing? To be honest, I feel like I'm in no position to teach, but I can only give like what I know and what I've like come to learn. I guess it's just me documenting my journey. And honestly, when I had my first casting, I always like keep God like with me in every step that I do. But I feel like when I had my first casting, I was more so focused on just getting the casting rather than actually practicing, loving, and like having faith in God. I feel like sometimes people get it mixed up, the idea of having faith in God. Like, having faith in God doesn't necessarily mean like you're having faith in what you want. Like, I don't know if that kind of makes sense. It's less of having faith in what you want and more of just trusting him with whatever, like, just trusting him with your life. So for example, when I went to New York for my first casting, for New York Fashion Week, I was just more so focused on, I forget the word that's used for it. I'm so bad with vocabulary. I noticed that about myself and I really need to like fix that. But I don't know if this is the right word, arbitrary. I don't know why that word's coming to my head, but I was just more focused on the archubary. Like, I was just focused on what I wanted, basically. Like, I wasn't really focused on, like, really trusting him. Like, I didn't really trust him. It wasn't true trust. Like, true trust is you're putting everything on the table and you're like, whatever you gotta do, I know is gonna be the best thing for me. It's gonna benefit me at the end of it. But my type of trust was like, oh, I'm trusting you to do this for me because I want this thing. And it's just like, that's not really how it works. And I feel like a lot of times we get kind of caught up into that. Like, kind of use our own desires and we like stamp God on it. And it's just like, okay, if God doesn't do this desire, then what is God doing? And then you start questioning God. That's literally what I started doing once I realized I didn't get the casting. This time around, I was just like, I really don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. I was praying like a lot yesterday, but I wasn't necessarily praying for this casting, even though yes, I did include it, you know, in my prayers, but it was less on like, I'm gonna get it. You're lying. Oh, wait. I think it started recording again. Because if it didn't record that whole entire time, it's like, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I started just focusing less on, I started focusing more on just trusting him and like praying that his hand is over it. No matter what, I don't want to put too much into something that's just my own desire, and whatever is like supposed to be for me will be for me. I just walked in today. I was praying more differently than how I was praying before when I went to New York. I was praying more so like, give me the confidence. Like, when people see me, they know must be covered by something. Just have your grace, just flow through me, just flow through me. And I feel like that's exactly what happened. The photographer, she told me like, oh, you seem so like collected, you seem so put together. And like, I was so free. Literally, I was so free. Like, I'm actually like really proud of myself. Even if I don't get it, like, I'm genuinely proud of myself. And like, usually when I'm in front of the camera, I get a little bit like firm. But I was doing like different stuff because, you know, I've been on it. Like, a test shoot like last month, And you know, I got some really good advice from the photographer who I shot with, and I've been like putting that into action, doing new poses, doing new faces, like like doing like smiling more. I was smiling. She's like, oh, you have a cute smile. I was like, oh, stop, because I haven't smiled in how many months? But it's just like, I feel good. Like, I just feel so like proud of myself. Like, I don't know, I just feel good. And it's only because I have to. Like that word, she said, I look like I'm very collected. Like that meant so much to me because that's literally just what I want. Like that's what I want for myself. I want to feel put together. Because these past couple months, no, have not been put together. So I'm happy. And I can't wait to see how my first video comes out, how all this is like put together. No, I can't wait till this is real. Like I'm gonna get some real silver, like, you know, but stop. Take care. I love you guys. Whoever this audience may be, I genuinely do love you guys. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Love you guys. Okay, y'all. This is like my 5th time recording this, right? And it's so weird because my main type of energy that I'm trying to give throughout this whole like YouTube thing is that, one, it's natural. Like it's not like forced. I'm not trying to like, you know, be who I'm not. Also, like I kind of wanted it to be something that's like a process. Like I didn't want it to like come off as perfect or like anything like that. But I feel like there's like a certain line that like you have to draw, because even though at the same time it's like, yeah, I want it to be natural, I just want it to be free, and like I'm not forcing anything, I still feel like there's a direct motive and there's a direct purpose for this, and I don't want to like get that mixed up. I swore I was done editing this video, I swore everything was all pieced together, but when I watched it again, I was just like, this is not it. Like, this is just not it. Like, even though it was still grounded in the right reason, it had a good foundation, but the execution wasn't there for me or up to par in my opinion. My main purpose of this is to, I have a couple purposes for this, right? As you guys see, like in like the previous clips, I've been signed to like one of the biggest modeling agencies in the world, right? And modeling in itself is like already an industry where you don't really have much say. There's a beauty in that, and then there's also a lot of negative aspects that come up with that. I just wanted I wanted to have my own chance in like creating my own platform first before I head out to an industry where, you know, for the majority of the time, I'm not gonna really have much of a say. Like, I just wanted to have the chance to kind of like create a platform for myself in any type of way. And YouTube is literally like the perfect way to do that. Okay, so that's just one of the things, right? So that's just one of the things that I want this YouTube channel to be. I also want this YouTube channel to be, because this in itself is allowing me to grow more than I've already have, but like a way that other people can grow too. Because I know for me personally, when I was really down in it, I was really battling the spirit of depression, and I use spirit, the word spirit, very, very precisely, and I feel like I should do another video talking about that. But yeah, I was definitely like battling the spirit of depression, and I've definitely found like methods and ways to slowly get out of that. I know that God's walking with me through it all, and that's the most important thing, and I feel like that's what really sets it apart. Before, I felt like I didn't have anybody. Before, I felt like I just felt alone. Like I felt helpless. Like I felt like nothing was really gonna change. Like I just felt like stuck in my mind and my feelings, and I just felt stuck. Like I literally just felt stuck. There's different ways to bring more light into that darkness, you know? And I feel like in the society that we're in, there's so much darkness everywhere. We indulge in it and we don't even know. And me personally, I indulged in it, and I didn't even know what I was like setting myself up for the future. Because we have the God that we have, it's like there's still a way to overcome that. There's always gonna be a way to overcome that. It's just, are you willing to? And I feel like a lot of people like miss that aspect. Like, good to, you know, believe in God and like pray, but are you willing to implicate that change? God's not changing. God's not leaving the scenario. God, he's remaining there. He's constant. But like that other one, you gotta play a part too. And I feel like some people, me personally too, I feel actually
I'm not gonna say me personally, because I was putting my back, like I was writing in my journal. I was writing in my journal. I was watching any type of YouTube video. Anyway, I was trying to find some type of resource. But there were times where I would stay like a week. I feel like maybe a week or two was like my longest period being in a drought, just not even trying to like overcome. And those 2 weeks, they do something to you. They really do something to you. Some people don't get out of those 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, those 2 weeks turn into a month. That month turns into a year. But I feel like people fail to realize you play a part in it too. And for sure, circumstances have an impact. Family has an impact. Financial status has an impact. Like, all that type of stuff has an impact. See, I had to take a step back and realize, like, I am not as down bad as I feel like I am, like, really looking outside in, you know? And it's not easy, like, because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that's not easy. Like, you can watch this video. I've had highs and I've had lows. Definitely recorded more highs than the lows. I'm not gonna lie to you, so don't get it twisted. Like, definitely recorded more highs than the lows, but it's really all a learning process. It's just about, like, are you getting better or are you just like remaining? Watching YouTube videos and watching other people share their story and share their light, not just sharing, but also giving light towards how to navigate it too, giving wisdom on how to navigate it too. And I feel like that definitely helped me a lot. It was step by step, and I feel like walking with Jesus, walking with God, like, that's what this is all about. It's a step-by-step thing. It's not gonna all happen at once. It's definitely a process. And I feel like those little steps, like videos that I watch like consistently, it pushed me further to get closer and closer to God. And I feel like I would want, by God's grace, I would want my channel to be that for somebody, you know? So I don't know, that was just a whole lot, but I just want this platform to be something that's helpful, productive, something that would just have an impact for the greater good. In the video that I was recording before, I was just talking a little bit more about, like, I'm just gonna record and I'm not, like, it's just gonna flow. Okay, yeah, to a certain extent, but at the same time, like, I want to make sure I know what I'm putting out. I feel like there's certain lines to everything, you know? I don't want to just be rambling and, like, not having any type of substance, you know? So that's what I really want this, like, this whole YouTube channel to be about. Guys, I was gonna do like a tutorial for this and I'm so glad I did it. And today I wanted to record because the last part of the video that I recorded, the last clip you guys see, I don't know what happened. I swore I did a closing off, like, okay, like, you know, thank you guys for watching, yada yada yada, and that part isn't there. I really don't want to like sound redundant and just I genuinely don't. It's kind of hard for me to record right now or like speak right now because I've already I'm like very flustered, but I just wanted to get what I had to say down packed because this is the last clip. Like, this is the last clip of the video and I'm trying to put this out by tomorrow. So like, I just wanted like a clip to kind of tie everything up together. Someone did advise me on Instagram to start writing down like what I wanted to say, and I think I'm gonna do that. There's just so much going on, so like when I speak, it's just so hard to like get every single point out because there's just so much going on there. I definitely need to like start writing down what exactly are my points and how I'm gonna execute that. I know for sure that I just wanted to say thank you to anybody who's watching, and also like if you guys have any suggestions about like any type of videos that I should do or what you guys would want me to talk about, please leave them down in the comments. Like, I really do want guys's opinion because that's really what I'm gonna be going off of. Like, yeah, sometimes I'm gonna be like talking about stuff that I want to talk about, but I really want to like combine the two and just go off from there because I'm new to this. I don't like, I'm just going on the whim right here. I don't know why I did that voice, but anyways, so yeah, please comment, like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm gonna talk about like a lot of other stuff too. Like, I'm definitely gonna talk about like modeling and how that's going. I'm gonna talk about faith number 1, that's gonna be tied into everything. Like, that's the whole like encompassing thing: faith in modeling, faith in YouTubing, faith in working, like doing stuff that may not necessarily be aligned to my overall purpose, but it still technically being a part of my purpose. That makes sense. Faith within family, faith within friendships, faith through everything, because that's the whole encompassing thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I just wanted to say thank you. If you're taking the time out and you're getting from the beginning of a video to this point here, like, that really genuinely does mean a lot, and I really do appreciate it. The next video, I'm not sure, to be honest. The next video, I want to kind of like whatever you guys say and whatever comes to my mind, whatever the spirit leads me to, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, just let me know what you guys would want me to talk about. And I feel like I'm repeating like the same things like over and over again, so I'm just gonna close this camera, get to editing this, putting the finishing pieces on the video. It's literally almost done, but there's just like little stuff little tweaks I need to do. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm really trying to get this all done by tonight, because I don't want to like work on it in the morning. So we here, and we're blessed and we're loved, and that's pretty much it. We'll see what the next video is about to be. I'm gonna see y'all. Have a blessed day, and yeah.